Alright, here we are. Back at my desk, welcome back. And this is for attempt number 2 of recording this and my second warm-up. The reason I'm doing it again is because when I was doing my first warm-up and recording the video, I had this sense that something was wrong, and I could not for the life of me figure out what it was. I thought I was doing my perspectives all weird and funky, but in the end I realized what I was doing is nothing was below my horizon line, and you'll see that pretty much immediately when you look at my first warm-up. It's like there's nothing. The bottom is just completely empty except for the graphite value scale I put down there, because I figured that was a good enough place as any to put it, because I didn't want to put it on the good looking one, but here we are. So I wanted to do my vanishing points off my paper, but for sake of not ruining my desk, what I did is, I don't think you can see it, but I can point to it kind of. Right here I put a piece of tape, and I just took a Sharpie and I just kind of placed a little dot there, and I did one on the opposite end, and this is going to be my vanishing point. So let us get started. So I'm going to just line this up, and then we're going to draw a straight line all the way across. Now this one was a little low, but we'll roll with it for now. Actually, no, I like that. So first things first, I want to create like a kind of center building right here that goes real low to the past the horizon line, kind of like you're staring at it basically, like it's right in front of you. And that's going to create some real nice sharp angles to start us off. This is just going to be a standard, not too short, not too tall kind of building to get us off the ground, and then we'll go from here. So to our right and left, I kind of want to add some shop fronts, almost kind of looking buildings, but I want one of them to be kind of tucked away, like right back here, like kind of hiding. And then I want the other one to, did that wrong, hold up, that's not the right perspective. Perfect, there we go. Then I want the other one to kind of be really tucked away, but still like visible to an extent. So I'm gonna kind of create a little bit of symmetry and then throw it off almost immediately. There we go, nice and hidden behind our weird building here. And as we slowly progress from the middle, I kind of want to raise it and raise it and raise it up from the horizon point, because I kind of want to create a sidewalk in my final piece. And this is subject to change. If I decide something better to go on from these sections right here, I will do that. Like a better design for the buildings, or a better design for pretty much anything else. Now what I want to do is kind of tuck a tall building behind one of these guys. So it's just gonna kind of be pointing down, then gonna be doing like that. Question for you on our final piece. I will be kind of, what's the word? I will be trying to finish my final piece as soon as possible, because I do have to leave the state before Friday, and I don't want to be worrying about doing homework by then. So I'll probably have it, I'll have it in to you before like Friday afternoon. But if you could respond to this question beforehand, that would be great. If not, that's whatever. I was kind of wondering if we could throw in a bit more interesting building designs, like or like kind of like ones that look like, here, let me try to do an example. So like this, for example, we'll do a line right here, then that, but then we do another, it's kind of like a flat building almost. Oh no, that just looks weird. Scratch that. If I come up with something, I'll email you. Or if we could add like maybe a statue, that would be cool, but that would be pretty much impossible with my current skill level. So we're gonna do another It's right on the horizon line, so I don't gotta worry about that. So this is building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 3 more. Thinking another huge building, that one that practically reaches to the top, would be super cool. Like a really sharp decline. Tuck some of it behind that one. And this will be the big corporate mega center, the Wells Fargo of my little area here. Then from that point, also if you don't see me like measuring out each one exactly to my line, my vanishing point, I do not have much room, but when I do my final project I will do that so it doesn't look terrible. Okay, now let's do a bit of a smaller building over here, kind of like a real short but long one. Yeah, kind of like almost kind of looks like a schoolhouse. Not a very good one, mind you, but a schoolhouse nonetheless. I kind of like that flat design. And then we're going to do one, I think, just your bog standard square. But this one's going to go off the paper, so it looks more like a complete cityscape and less like a weird sort of area. Then after that, I think I want to incorporate a road. So I'm going to measure that out right now. Just not really a road, but more of a sidewalk. Let's call a spade and say this is a sidewalk. And we'll just kind of lower it a little bit. And boom. Then, oh, I knocked it all sorts of weird. Then we're gonna put it like that. And boom. Oh, I kind of drifted off at the end there. Ignore that. And then boom, we have a sidewalk on our nice cityscape. I like this design. Well, obviously I'm going to add more detail right now, actually. But I kind of like this design. This is kind of the beta of what I'm going to be going for my larger piece. So let's run. So, like I said, this kind of looks like a schoolhouse. I don't know what kind of roof schoolhouses have, but I'll put a big set of double doors right here. Kind of. Then maybe a sort of weird kind of like bobble shaped roof on that. Good with me. This is going to be our city's mega tower, so I'm going to put big signs on there. Mega. I'll come up with a more interesting sort of sign or name design for this guy later, but like all mega towers, it's going to have a bunch of windows so you can see all the people running around doing mega stuff. I don't know. And on this side, just for a little visual intrigue for now, gonna have a lot of big windows. Oh yeah, that looks awful, but warms up's a warms up. So this building, like I said, these two are gonna be shop fronts. So I'll just pick a random kind of shop. We kind of got that like sign on here. I'll put a door and a window, and we'll say this one sells hats. And then I want another shop front here. And we'll say this one sells flowers. Flower. And then flower. Okay, this building, I don't know, we're just gonna add some lines to it, make it made out of really big bricks, I guess. So match all the lines on the other end. Then we're gonna add some kind of brick-like textures here, just to make it look like Super Mario type beat on these bad boys. Those big old bricks. And kind of uneven, kind of like get that sort of vibe to it. I guess this is kind of just a beta. I kind of like this like layout. I like medium, small, small, big, big, medium, super long, and then just a standard one peeking off the edge. But that is subject to change depending on how I feel about it. This guy, we're gonna get quirky. We're gonna just like kind of put like a, almost like a dome on top of it. I don't know how that's gonna work with a 2-point perspective, but this is what we're doing for now. Like an observatory. Boom, it's an observatory. Throw a little telescope on there. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect. And observatories. Put that there. Put a door. Boom. Observatory. This one I'm gonna try to put like maybe some smokestacks on. That could look cool. Then we'll make this guy just a factory. What screams factory exterior? We'll just have a big old signs on here because I'm uncreative. Say coal. Can't think of anything industrial off the top of my head. It's been a long day. And then door right there, and we'll move on to our last building right here. It's just gonna get some windows for now. Not cool or creative, but you know, beggars. Oh, I'll put in some long windows, like kind of like those modern long, kind of like, oh, you can't even see that, my bad. Kind of like these long sort of windows here. That's what the other end looks like, just in case you were wondering. And then on my sidewalk, I'll have to segment it like so, just so we know it's a sidewalk. And voila! There is warm up 2. I really like the kind of concept design of this one. It still obviously has a lot of work that goes into it with like shading, where my shadow is gonna go. Like say the sun is over here, just casting light onto that, just casting light onto that, that sort of thing. This would probably be pretty dark considering it's in the shadow of this entire building here. This casts a shadow on that. This casts a shadow here. This casts a shadow here. But you get the drift. There's still a lot of work to go into it, but I'm happy with this warm-up for today. I'm going to try to finish it as soon as I can, and we'll see where we'll go from there. Alright. Thank you for watching all through this here, and I will see you later.